Oh my gosh, I've set up my class description, I've set up my preferred names, I've set up my categories, I've set up my weighting. Now it's time to do what we do in grade books. We put in assignments and we start to grade. So I'm going to be really organized. I'm going to start putting my assignments in even before the students set up, because I know what I'm going to do that first week of school. It's very easy. You go to create. Now, if you ever forget anything in Power School, before calling your Power School help person at midnight, please don't call your Power School help person at midnight. I might be your Power School help person. Please go to the question mark first. So if you ever forget anything in Power School, this is a great little tutorial. So let's say I forget how to create an assignment. You can go to help, tips and trips, getting started. Ooh, what's new? Always good. Look at this. It takes you right through it. It's beautiful. And it has videos, just in case you want to watch another video with somebody else's voice. And if you have YouTube blocked, you'll want to unblock it before watching your videos. Okay, and there's always the help menu, which is very helpful. And you can type right into it. If I want to create an assignment. And you have to be able to spell assignment. Create an assignment. Look at that, and it walks me right through it. So if you ever forget how to do this, please use the help menu. So I'm going to go up to create, just like the help menu said. I'm going to create an assignment instead of a category this time. I'm going to select the classes I want it for. If you were in high school, you are going to love Power Teacher Pro. You might have 3 sections of U.S. history, and you can create this assignment in all of them. In this case, I'm a 3rd grade teacher, so I'm just going to create it in an English class. Oh, I have to name it. I'm going to name it All About Me. And it is going to be classwork. It is going to be, oh, how should I do this? I'm going to do A through F. It's just going to be a letter grade. It's going to be worth 30 points. It's going to count in the final grade. It is going to be due, well, school hasn't started yet, so I'm going to actually change it. It's going to be due the 2nd day of school, which in my case is August 30th. Again, the description, if your students have access and use the parent and student portals, you can put in a description so they can see. So if a parent is wonder what that assignment was about and why my student got a particular grade on it. I'm going to write students will write and draw a short book all about them. Okay. I could even add a picture if I had a URL to an image. And again, if you want to copy and paste from Word, don't forget to use the paste from Word in these boxes. Okay, ooh, I like this. If you are a high school teacher and you're not drooling at this point, you may be very soon, per class. So, my homeroom, let's say this was U.S. History Period 1, may have a different due date than U.S. History Period 2 because we're on a block schedule and they don't always meet on the same day. Or we got distracted one day and got talking about President Lincoln a little longer than we should have. So, please note that you can have multiple due dates per class. Now, notice tabs. We again have tabs across the top. Students, if you're an elementary teacher, you should be drooling pretty soon. In elementary class, it's very common to have, just going to put this to one class for this example. Okay, I'm going to go back to students. So, it is very common that sometimes students get pulled out for different reasons or have alternative assignments based on their needs. And as teachers, we all know that differentiation and providing students at their zone of proximal development is what we're supposed to be doing. But how on earth have we been supposed to be putting that in the grade book? Well, up until now, it's been very difficult. So now, elementary teachers especially, look at this. Under students, we can literally uncheck. Brock will not be doing this assignment. Brock will be seeing a specialist at this time, and he's not going to even need to know this assignment existed. And same with West. They're both going to their special activity together. I'm going to save and close. Those two students will not have to do that assignment. Okay, so I'm going to go down to my English 3 class. I'm going to look at my assignment list, and you'll see I have all about me. You see it's in the blue category, and I can go across. None are scored. The due date is here. I have a grade scale of 30, and I have an edit button. Well, you know, I forgot to show you a few things, so I'm going to go back to edit. And my edit comes up just like how we started it. So I showed you the Students tab, but I didn't show you the Standards tab. Now, if you are standard-based grading, you will see that you can add or edit standards here. Even if you aren't standard-based grading, it may or may not be possible. Your district may or may not have standards in here. In my district, even though not all my schools do standard-based grading, the state standards are still loaded just in case they wanted to keep track of them. If you're standard-based grading, this is where you'll attach your standards to your assignment. So I can go, this assignment uses to determine, we're going to discuss main idea, and we're going to discuss sequencing of events because they're doing a story about them. So it's going to cover these two standards. Very helpful. And our last tab I'm going to flip over to is publish. Again, we talked about this when we talked about categories. When do I publish? Immediately, on a specific date, days before due date, on due date? Never. Now, if this was a pop quiz, I wouldn't want them to see it ahead of time. So I might do on due date. Maybe I want all my assignments to show up 3 days before the due date. Or I'm going to load my whole grade book and they can see everything. Publish scores. Again, if for some reason you didn't want to publish this score, you could hit publish. Let's say, for instance, this was a pretest. I want to record students' scores initially, what they got on their pretest, but it's not really fair to hold that against their grade because we didn't cover the material yet. So I could uncheck publish scores. Always remember to hit save and close. Oh. And there we go. Now, you may or may not have noticed on the bottom there was a little duplicate button. I'm going to go down here and go to ABC. And I'm going to go over to edit. Because I have a very similar assignment to this that's going to be slightly different. I can hit duplicate. And now I can take everything here and change the name of it and have all the same things. So I don't have to recreate the wheel. I can duplicate assignments when they're similar enough. I don't have to put everything in again. And again, if you ever need help, that little question mark up there is great for helping you. And there is a wonderful Power Teacher Pro help to use. I hope you're ready for the new school year now that you know how to create assignments. You have all your categories set up, you have your weighting set up, you have your course descriptions. All you need are students. Thank you so much and hope that you enjoy Power Teacher Pro this year.